just recently our athletes went to USA Games, and that was the coolest experience to see them all filled with so much joy, confidence, but also gaining friendships, that they were supportive of their friends who might not have gotten medals at USA Games or at a competition. For them, it's supporting each other, it's clapping with each other. And what's so cool too is that at the end of the day, they don't care about the medals. It's because they won that for themselves. They did not give up. We always say we want them to be brave in the attempt, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, even for us too, you know, our accomplishments, they die with us. And so for them to have that courage, that skill set, and just honestly being there for the community, that's what's always the coolest thing.
What's going on, everybody? Kyle Powers here, Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty, here with another episode of Local Legends of the Flint Hills, where business meets community. You guys, I am super excited here. I got introduced to Katelyn, it's been a couple weeks ago now, but I got introduced to Katelyn. She is doing, she works with Special Olympics Kansas, and this is Katelyn Andrist, and we are diving into all things Special Olympics, about the, you know, not just what we see of the actual event itself, but everything leading up to it and everything that comes with that. Like you said off camera, you said it's not just a track meet, it's everything else involved.
So much more than that.
Right? I love it. So Katelyn, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up here at Special Olympics Kansas.
So 8 years ago, I was a freshman at Kansas State University, and I needed partners for our unified program. So 8 years later, I have a partnership with them through Miss Kansas. I am also in their inclusion library, my children's book, and now working them for 2. So they've been impacting my life for over a decade, and I think that they are the best people on this planet.
No, I love that. I love that. So is there one moment, one thing that where you're like, okay, this is where I want to be and this is what I want to do? Can you explain that moment? Oh my gosh,
yes. And I talk about this all the time. Yeah. So Joshua Coles is one of our athletes. He's in a wheelchair. I was a unified partner with him, and we together, I got to push him down the court, and our athletes gave him the ball and he shot the ball. And that really told me that everyone deserves to have their shot. And so for me with Special Olympics, I was like, wow, like it is very inclusive, and that is a world that I think that we lack a lot of times, that it's not just the disability community, it's our community as well.
Yeah. And they're a very integral part of it, right?
Oh my gosh, they're the best. They're the ones that help us understand who we are as people. Also, they're the ones that have us have more empathy, kindness, but also, I always tell people they're grateful for a rock. So it literally aligns us to make sure that we are living in gratitude, because a lot of times they are 16 years less of life than us, and so it makes you put into perspective that we should be very grateful for our lives.
So, Katelyn, for someone who knows the name Special Olympics, what is Special Olympics Kansas, and what do you wish more people actually knew about the organization, what you guys do?
So, Special Olympics Kansas is for Kansas, and so statewide, every state has Special Olympics, their state. And I think for us, you know, I call us the heartbeat of America. We are right slap in the middle, and I think that with our athletes, they have not only grit, gratitude, and grace, but they have determination. They are people that are showing us every single day that it doesn't matter where you come from or your, I call it, disability. They're showing people that Special Olympics Kansas is here to stay.
Yeah, and I love that. And I think a lot of what these athletes are doing too, it's such a, I don't know, it's such a neat thing of what we're able to do.
Oh my gosh, yeah. People forget it's not just a track meet. It's also, we have healthy athlete leadership. We have classes for them we are trying to help them be full body of a human being, not just a competition. And yes, we do give gold, silver, and bronze we want them to understand too that you're not just going to get everything in life handed to you, that it's good for their emotional skill set too.
Yeah. Well, and that actually kind of leads me into my next one. So like, what is the biggest misconception that people actually give with, or think or have with the Special Olympics?
That we're just a track meet. We are so much more than that. We have our law enforcement torch run side. We also fundraise. We also have our competitions, but we also have healthy athletes that help them live a better, healthy lifestyle. We also have just so many different workshops for them for healthy athletes, athlete leadership. So there's so many things that go into them, like I said earlier, for a whole body, that it's not just them trying to get a medal, it's them becoming the best version of themselves.
Yeah. So that's one event, right? What does the rest of the year actually look like for you, and what you're doing there with the Special Olympics Kansas?
So a lot of us work statewide. So there are 425 events throughout the year, and that includes competitions, torch runs, that includes fundraising, that includes every single thing that you see. So a lot of us are busy 24/7, but how can you not find the love in your heart to be with them? Because again, they're just so grateful for all of the time that we spend with them. And honestly too, just like being here today and having that communication with you, it's showing people that community embraces them, and that's my favorite part of my job. I'm the special event coordinator, and so I get to plan all the fun events for them. So I'm always told, are you bringing the cookies? Which yes, I am. Joshua, Coles, and all of them are always like, where are the desserts at, looking at me. But a lot of times people forget Special Olympics is very special, not just because of the community that we're serving, it's because of that human empathy and connection that we're gaining with each other.
Katelyn, you've been doing this for a handful of years now, right? So what have you seen after kind of, let's go beyond an athlete winning their first medal, winning a medal. What have you seen that do for their confidence, for their independence, for their friendships, and all of just social skills in general? What have you seen that change in people?
My favorite part is our officers handing off and putting on the medals. Just recently, our athletes went to USA Games, and that was the coolest experience to see them all filled with so much joy, confidence, but also gaining friendships, that they were supportive of their friends who might not have gotten medals at USA Games or at a competition. For them, it's supporting each other, it's clapping with each other. And what's so cool too is that at the end of the day, they don't care about the medals. It's because they won that for themselves. They did not give up. We always say we want them to be brave in the attempt, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, even for us too, you know, when our accomplishments, they die with us. And so for them to have that courage, that skill set, and just honestly being there for the community, that's what's always the coolest thing.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, the common misconception, you know, or not even misconception, but just more of like, once you get around these athletes and these people, it's just such a loving atmosphere, I think, for me. I mean,
oh my gosh,
my
yes, because people forget they're human too. You know what? They cognitively and emotionally might be on different levels, but that does not mean that they still don't feel the same way that we do. And so for me, a part of my job, I just love having people just come with us and to dive in, because there are no strangers with our athletes. They will give a hug and they will handshake anyone that comes across them, because I do believe that they are filled with so much love, which is so interesting, because for a world that is sometimes not very inclusive to them, they continuously show love. And so for me too, as a person, it has been such an honor to take a step back and have them also put me in my place of trying to figure out of like, hey, like, let's rethink this, let's redo this. Like, we actually have 2 staff members, Joshua and Daniel, on our staff at Special Olympics Kansas, because we do believe within our mission, we cannot be preaching something that we're not doing. So it's really cool that we're trying to create an inclusive environment for everybody.
No, I love that. I love that. So for somebody that's never been to a Special Olympics event, whether it's any of the 425 events that you have all throughout the year, what should they expect whenever they do walk into that event?
You're gonna get hooked. That's what happened to me. I always laugh at Kristen. She used to work for us. She emailed me back in college and actually went to my spam. So it was in my trash. I go through my trash and I couldn't empty it, and I was like, whoa, Special Olympics Kansas, they need volunteers. And I became a unified partner, like I said, with Joshua Coles. Now 8 years later, I'm hooked and we're interconnected with so many things. So I always tell people, if you're ready for your heart to grow, you better come our way, because our athletes definitely have so much love and they're here for you all the time. I mean, they are just truly the best people. I always say that my job is full of purpose and gratitude, and again, they just are literally the best people on this planet.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, and it's true too.
I know, you will get stuck. My family can attest, they did not know about Special Olympics Kansas until I kind of started my journey, and now every year we have a golf tournament in Manhattan, Kansas, and my family actually drives up from Wichita to come out and support them. So people not only within this region, but statewide, they are constantly donating, fundraising, spreading awareness, education, because at the end of the day, yes, money is what makes our nonprofit go round, but it's also conversations like this, just to have that human connection that, you know what, we tell people too, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling lonely, if you're just not feeling like yourself, come volunteer with us, come to a practice, come help our athlete learn how to dribble, come help Joshua Coles, push him down the court, and watch your whole life change, because your heart will be open for that.
Yeah. And be ready for a hug.
Yes, lots of hugs, lots of high five, lots of I love yous, but you know, they're really good too if they have their boundaries. And so we try to teach them too, if you know, people already put you in a box, and so we have to show them, what are boundaries. Do they want a hug? Do we need to ask for it? And I'm probably not the best person because I let them all hug me because I love them so much. But they need those kind of different people in their life, the ones that are kind of our open arms, and our ones that have boundaries too.
Yeah, well, we all need those learning moments too, right? So
yes.
But that actually segues really good into my next question, and that is somebody watching this, right? Somebody watching this whole thing and just kind of been on the fence. How do they get involved? What kind of opportunities do you have? Like we talked about off camera, where you've got, your next event isn't until February, but yet you have a lot of months leading up to that. So what volunteer opportunities do you guys have in this region, in the whole state? Like, what does that look like for the organization?
We will take every and any volunteer that there are. We love how people are on our committees. We love how people come out to state basketball and Hayes, but also with the Polar Plunge coming up in February, we're always looking for people just to spend time with our athletes. My biggest thing I always tell people, I will do the hard part, but I also am one woman and I cannot go to every single athlete.
Yeah.
I need people that are going to be truthful and helpful and just courageous and kind and brave with them too. A lot of times our athletes, they're just like us. They need that little push to get out there. And my favorite one was last year at the Polar Plunge. One of our volunteers wasn't going to polar plunge because the water is freezing cold in February. Cody Wakeland, one of our athletes, took his hand. They both ran out there, and that just showed you too that inclusion is our athletes. People forget the disability community. They are the ones that are creating the change. We're just here to help push it.
Yeah, and facilitate.
Yes, literally. Like a lot of times I tell people my job is so easy I'm here trying to get the foundation of the event rolling, but without their faces, without their names. That's one of my main goals in the community, is to allow people to not only see them on our Facebook page, which you should like and follow, but also know their story, know their favorite color. I think it's just like us. We want people to love us for who we are, and they love people for who they are.
Yeah. No, I love that. So I guess this actually is a good opportunity for how do people reach out? What phone number, email, Facebook?
Please. So like and follow our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can always go on our website, which is just specialolympics.org. We have lots of opportunities throughout the state of Kansas and within the Flint Hills, and a lot of times you're going to be working with me. So a lot of them do know my name because I am definitely out and about across the state of Kansas and Manhattan, because my athletes are my whole purpose, and I want to continue on pushing them.
Love that. Facebook, Instagram handles, do you have those? Do you know those?
Yes, Facebook is Special Olympics Kansas, and same with Instagram is SOKS.
Fantastic. Awesome. So actually kind of leads into my next phase of it, right? That's the volunteer side of it.
Yes.
Let's say that we have a parent watching. Let's say that somebody is sitting there on the opposite side of the fence of, should we get our athlete involved? Should we get our child involved in Special Olympics? And what does that look like? And how do they reach out? And what do you have to say for anybody kind of on that fence?
My best friend Denise, her daughter Athena, has Down syndrome, and a lot of our friends have individuals with disabilities, and a lot of times they were scared.
Yeah.
I do think it is having that person that you can trust and that you can release that anxiety and that just, oh my gosh, like, is this the right decision? Yes. A lot of times we all have to be brave and make that yes, and that opportunity is right in front of you. So contact me, go on our SOKS.org. We want you to be a part of it. We have 2 phenomenal local teams here. We have our Road Runners, and then we also have the Manhattan Special Olympics team. Both great coaches. A lot of times people are scared of what they don't know. And that's what our athletes are too. I mean, they are fearful of places where they don't feel included. We're trying to break that. And I always say, just come out and have coffee with me. Let's go and let's watch a practice. Let's talk to the parents. And what's super exciting is now Athena is going to be one of our new athletes. So,
awesome.
You just never know. And I mean, it can be very scary when having a child with a disability. A lot of times our parents want to, keep them close to their heart, but I do too. But a lot of times we have to learn to let go. My athletes like to call me Coach K, and they like to call me a helicopter mom because I definitely love them, and I will tie their shoe and I'll fill up their water bottle. And I have learned through one of our coaches that, you know what, they are also independent. They are also so full of life, and that at the end of the day, we cannot always be there for them. And same with parents, if it's a family-friendly environment 24/7.
Yeah. That's awesome. So and I'm curious too, what is your age range, right? Because again, we're talking about it, but if I'm younger to, like, what are your actual age range of people where you recommend, right?
Yes.
Like, what would you recommend?
So a lot of times we do have programs like Young Athletes, and that starts from about 5 to 12, and then from 13 up, it's all ages. So a lot of times our athletes can be actually my age. I'm 25 and Cody Winklin's 25. So a lot of them, people forget, they have all range of ages. We have all of our individuals also within the differences of their cognitive levels, also their skill sets. And so a lot of times when trying to become an athlete, everyone is welcome. It is not about how good you are on the court. It's actually about how you are as a person, and we want to help all the disability community.
No, I love that. So, Katelyn, first off, I want to say again, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come in and kind of jump on here with me, right? Like, this has been fun. And I think one of the things I'd like to leave it with is, for you guys that are watching, I mean, just get involved. I mean, I think one of my personal misconceptions, right? I've been around some of these athletes quite a bit in my personal life, and once you spend some time with them, it just changes. It changes, like you said, with that guy, Josh McCole.
Yes.
I mean, you have that moment, you have that one person, then it's like, oh my gosh, like this is.
They become family.
Oh my.
That's my thing. You know, like my birthday is a couple days ahead of time, and they're the ones that reach out first. Like they're the ones that keep track on my family, myself. Like they're the first person that will be there for you for anything. When my grandpa passed away, our Manhattan athletes are at my apartment with flowers. I mean, it's just, they're the best people with the biggest hearts. Yep.
And it's just, they will change. You think that you're there for them, but in my opinion,
they're there for you.
For sure.
I do believe that God created the disability community to allow us to really understand who we are.
And who you should be, really, right? Like it's just such a neat opportunity to do that, right? So if you're watching this and you've been on the fence on this, please reach out to Katelyn. Please reach out to her team. Reach out to them and just get involved, right? And just like you said, just go have coffee. Go see what that looks like. See how you can get involved. There's Big Lakes here in Manhattan. There's Woolly Farms in the Topeka area. There are tons of organizations like that you can go get involved at, no matter where your community is. So, or where you have people. I would love to have you get involved in that one. And if you're a parent watching this, also reach out, right?
Please.
Get your athletes involved, get them in there, get them just in that community, and I promise you will not be disappointed by what you find. So, Katelyn, again, thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. And you guys, thank you so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. As always, if you do enjoy this content or if you have any questions, please reach out to Katelyn. Please reach out to her team and just see how you can get involved and get into that one. And if you do enjoy this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that share button so you can share this video with somebody who's maybe thinking about getting involved or maybe thinking about getting their athlete involved. And just share this video with what the Special Olympics Kansas is about and how you can make an impact with you, with your lives, and with your athletes' lives as well. So again, thank you so much for watching. Katelyn, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.